So, how do you become comfortable pivoting when things may change or your circumstances may change? I'm going to use myself as an example. For about 30 years, I worked in IT, I managed a help desk, and I was very good at my job. But I found that when I retired, I was a little nervous about whether some of my skills are transferable. And in this video, we're going to talk about the Mind Your Money update, but I'm also going to talk about how I was able to use some of the skills that I did when I was working in my kind of free flowing life in retirement. So stay tuned and hopefully you enjoy this topic. Welcome to Teresa's New Dawn. I'm here to show you that this stage of life is full of endless possibilities, whether it's traveling solo or simply finding joy in the little things. Let's dive in. I want to talk about this topic because I know a lot of us that have worked in either corporate or environments where you go into an office every day, or maybe you've had a job for 15, 20 years. So you really identify with that job. Like, this is what I do, this is what I am. I'm a project manager, I manage people, I attend meetings. And then all of a sudden, you find yourself retired and you're not going into work, you're not having those meetings, you're not technically managing people, and you think, "Oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Are any of the skills that I had or that I used, are they worth anything now that I'm not working at XYZ company?" Well, I'm here to tell you the answer is yes. Using myself as an example, I worked for many years as a project manager. I also managed the IT help desk. We did a lot of user acceptance testing for software, and many of those skills, I've been able to use them in my daily life. As I volunteered to help some of my friends that own small businesses, I found that the basics of project management, like organizing a project, getting the requirements, getting user input, having like a checklist to make sure that, okay, did the project actually meet the requirements? Yeah, maybe the terminology is different, but at its base, what you're doing is the same thing, whether or not you're doing it for a company, whether or not you're doing it at home, you might remodel your bathroom or remodel your kitchen. It's a project either way. So all of those skills are transferable. And also, as when we talk about the Mind Your Money that I did with Jay, we helped organized her using, software like Excel, Google Docs, Google Sheets. So a lot of the software that I used when I was working, I continue to use it every day. So don't panic and think that once I stop working, I'm never going to use this stuff again. It's just not true. You'll use it in a different way and most likely in a more creative way, doing something that you really want to do. One of the things that I'm really excited about is this YouTube channel. You could not have told me this time last year that I would be hosting a YouTube channel. But again, as I mentioned with organizing a project, I look at every video as a project. I have to come up with the concept. I have to decide, when am I going to shoot? Am I interviewing someone? Am I editing travel video? What am I doing? So I am using all of the tools that I gained while I worked in a corporate office, um, to run this YouTube channel. The other thing I'm excited about is I'm going to manage logistics for one of my girlfriend's upcoming retreats. The retreat is in Costa Rica, so this will give me a chance. Again, I'm using my organization skills, but I'll be in a beautiful environment, and I'll also be helping my friend because she won't have to worry about the things that I'm going to be handling. So I just want to assure people that are approaching retirement, or maybe you're in your first or second year of retirement and you're just a little scared and you haven't figured out, what in the world am I going to do? Tap into your skill set, but also think of things that you love to do. What are some of the things that when you were working, you absolutely loved to do them? And what are the things that you hated doing? I know when I left work, I was like, I never want to do these three things again, and I'm not going to do them because I don't have to do them. I can pick and choose and explore my own creativity. So hopefully this helps. And if this resonates with you, Like if you've retired and you rediscovered a whole new you, please add a comment and share so that you may inspire someone else who's watching the video. Today's video, I want to provide an update on the Mind Your Money series. If you've watched the previous episodes, you'll remember that I was working with my friend Jay, who was not comfortable with managing her own personal finances. So the goal of our working together was just to show her how to honestly look at her income, her expenses, her goals, and to create a budget. Pretty much every month, creating a budget to ensure that she managed her money properly. What we found in working together in December and January was because she worked as a consultant, sometimes the money that she thought she was going to have coming in, the actual amount would be lower, which would have a negative impact on the expenses that she had outlined to pay. So by the end of January, she realized, or she started to realize, that she's going to have to tweak it a little bit more because she was not going to have enough money coming in to cover the expenses. Another turn that is a good thing, but we weren't really expecting, was that her church offered the Financial Peace Program. And anyone who's familiar with Dave Ramsey and the Total Money Makeover or Financial Peace knows that is a fantastic program if you actually follow what they tell you to do. I did it close to 20 years ago, and it definitely changed my life and how I manage my regular personal finance. So, my friend Jay signed up for the Financial Peace Program at her church. For about 30 seconds, I was a little bit sad because I thought, she's not going to need me anymore. But turns out that I'll just have a new role and I'll be more of an accountability partner with her and just kind of a supportive friend. So she started the Financial Peace Program in February. And that is actually working good for her because they have a lot more tools like programs that she can automate her budget and she can automate her spending, and everything gets updated dynamically. So she's no longer using the Excel spreadsheets that we use. However, she did point out to me that having gone through the work that we did in December and January, where we listed all of her income sources and the bills that she had to pay, was very helpful when she started Financial Peace. So I wanted everyone to know that I had not forgotten about this series. It just shifted. So she's not working directly with me. She's following the Financial Peace Program at her church. She's doing very well. She's totally embracing, paying off some of the debt, saving the first baby step, as some of you may know, which is $1,000, and just kind of changing her mindset about money. And that was the overall intention when we started. So I wanted to provide the update so that you didn't think that I'd forgotten. And if any of you are interested in the Financial Peace books or Total Money Makeover books, you can buy them from Amazon, or they probably have them in your library also. So that's it. That's the Mind Your Money update. And also, just to give that nugget to people that are approaching retirement, you will have plenty of things to do, and I don't think you'll be bored. You'll probably find creative ways to use your skill set that you actually enjoy. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and also leave a comment to let me know how this video resonates with you, if it's something you can relate to. And have a great day.